without a fight.
Without a fight, there's no doubt about him getting the trip here, okay, and he goes on to score, and score well without a fight.
Completes the lap.
Without a fight.
City of Gold, sponsored by Emirates Skywards. They set for a start. Shane Ryan.
G'day World Wide Web, Lew Dub with some more intel on one of the Melbourne Cup foreign raiders. This time the spotlight is on Without a Fight. The 5-year-old gelding, owned by Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, has had 6 starts in the calendar year 2022. He started the year on good ground at Maiden in the UAE, racing in the Group 2 Dubai City of Gold over 1.5 miles.
Up around runners, then about 2 lengths away to Court Poet, who's midfield just ahead of Global Heat. Al Madar is in the yellow and blue colours and gives the leader about 8 lane start, 1.5 lengths away to Light of Darkness and Iron Butterfly. Valerian Steel is next best, 2 lengths away to Aleniac, who will appreciate this good gallop, and then about 6 lengths back to Mekong, who blew it at the start. Onto the back straight they go, little over 1,600 metres out, and Aaron Naveen won the battle for the lead and is in front by 1 length. Island Brave committed to race in second, just over a length away Without a Fight is third in the yellow colours. Then comes Global Storm, who's got a nice run, the all blue colours, about 4 lengths adrift. Square de Loins is next best. Hukum races at the outside of Global Heat, and they midfield. They're happy to race a good 7 from the leader, just over a length away to Court Poet at the outside of Al Madar. Then we go 2 lengths back to Light of Darkness, who races at the outside of Iron Butterfly. Aleniac is next as they jam the brakes up front. Valerian Steel next best, and Mekong races at the end of the field. There's about 10 lengths in it at the corner of the track with around 1,000 metres left to run. Aaron Naveen has got the lead and got it by 1/2 length. Island Brave races away in second. Without a Fight is 2 to 3 lengths adrift of the leader in third. Then comes Global Storm, who's happy with 4th for now. Then comes Square de Loins, who'll come down the side of the course, racing in that 5th spot at the outside of Global Heat. Is racing in the stripe cap, 1 off the rail, about 7 lengths off the leader. Al Madar gained a place, Court Poet lost 1. Then comes Iron Butterfly, 3 parts away to Light of Darkness. Valerian Steel, Aleniac 1 from last. Mekong got the whole field to get past, and now they swing for home. 600 metres out, Without a Fight towards the outside, went up to take the lead. Island Brave second. Hukum makes his run towards the outside. He's in the clear. Global Storm is getting into the hunt as well. Then comes Global Heat. It's Without a Fight in the lead. Hukum towards the outside, weighing them up now, and now here comes Hukum, hitting the front 150 out. Without a Fight is not going down without one. Then third place is Global Storm, but Hukum in the lead, and Hukum won. Hukum beats Without a Fight, third to Global Storm, Al Madar. Then came Aleniac. Global Heat was
Well,
next to
plenty of
finish.
ticker there from Without a Fight. An interesting form line reference is the fact that the winner Hukum went on to win the Group 1 Coronation Cup over the same distance and on good ground. The only issue with such a reference is that the Coronation Cup was 3 months after the Dubai City of Gold, so you could question the validity of that. Next up, Without a Fight was at Maiden again in the Group 1 Dubai Shima Classic. This race includes some of the world's best 1.5 miles. It was 2 weeks after his first start, and note, his racing pattern is a little different on this occasion.
They're going to bank on a good pace. Pile Driver, one of the first to break, but being restrained. Shariar gets forward. Then Authority in the light blue cap going around, and Authority picks up the lead out of the straight. Shariar races in second. Then comes Alan Kerr, the light blue colours, in third. 1 off the rail for the top, takes a tug at the outside. Hukum's in the white and blue colours with Pile Driver for company. Burgas a lot closer, but is 3 deep at the outside. Then a length away to Dubai Honour, now being joined by Glory Vars against the inside rail. After them, Dubai Future off the course, blue jacket and white cap, 1/2 length away to Dubai Honour. Then comes Without a Fight. There's no real pace on. Stella Veloce, 3/4 of the way back, 1/2 length away to Uber Leven. Then comes Casper, who's 1 from last, and Abir's got the entire field to get past. Now they're on the back straight. Pace is a little bit more genuine, but certainly not record-breaking. It's Authority in the lead by just over 1 length. Shariar races at the rail, and the leader's back in second. Then comes For the Top, who just tugged out of the straight and now races in third. Alan Kerr, lighter blue colours, is in fourth with Pile Driver a length behind, the white sleeves and the red cap, and in a good rhythm. Burgas is in the open. Then comes Hukum, midfield, white and blue colours, kept company by Dubai Future, who continues to travel at the outside. Glory Vars, light blue colours, and the red cap also midfield. They all in a bunch. Dubai Honor just tries to get a little bit closer. Stella Veloce's got nowhere to go. Then comes Uber Lieben without a fight, the first to come off the bridle. Beer's not at the back of the field, but will make a move at the outside of runners, and that leaves Casper at the end of the field, 700 meters out. Authority guides them along. He's led most of the way. He's in front by 1 length, and every time you look, the pace is even better. For the top is second, Shariar third. Then comes Burgas into the home straight in the open, in striking distance, but covered ground. Further back then to Alan Kerr. Pile Driver makes a run towards the inside. So too does Glory Vars. Dubai Future, Uber Leven towards the outside. Authority in front. Now being asked the question as Shariar goes on the attack. Pile Driver but tight for room. Glory Vars. Then comes Alan Kerr, and Ibir is taking off towards the outside but running out of real estate. Shariar the leader. Authority now being passed. Shariar on the drive to the line will seal for Ibir. Shariar wins Japan again, incredible. Ibir second, then came Authority, Pile Driver, Uber Lieben. Hakoum was next, Alan Kerr, Glory Vars, Stella Veloce, Dubai Honor without a fight. They're ahead of Dubai Future, Casper, Burgas, and for the top.
Not so good at Group 1 level, but he did look a little out of his comfort zone back in the field, surrounded by other horses. Without a fight, headed back to the UK and had his next start 6.5 weeks later in the Group 3 Al Rayyan, also known as the Aston Park Stakes at Newbury. Once again, the 5-year-old was racing over 1.5 miles and on good ground. As there was a problem with audio for the first half of the race, I'll continue to provide some background information on Without a Fight. It will be handy for you to know that his sire is Teofilo, and Teofilo has already provided us with 2 Melbourne Cup winners in Cross Counter and Twilight Payment. He's also given us the 2021 Dubai Gold Cup and Ascot Gold Cup winner Subjectivus, so he's not lacking in bloodlines. Another important note is that he's never run on heavy ground. He did have some success on soft ground as a 3-year-old and was third in an 11-horse field in May of 2021, the last time he met a soft track.
And it is Without a Fight that leads by less than a length to Scope in second position. It's 2 lengths back to Outbox in third, then Ilarab, Fox's Tails, and finally the filly Ishada. So Without a Fight leads them. They're now straightening up for home and running towards their last half mile. Hornby is at Scope in second place. Without a Fight to Scope. Outbox, Ilarab, Fox's Tails, and Crowley just beginning to try and shift through the gears on Ishada as the field head down towards the 3. Without a Fight has made the running. Driven in second position is Scope. Also under pressure is Outbox. Ilarab, Fox's Tails is just in behind Outbox, and then Ishada. Scope is still trying to keep on as they run down towards the 2. Fox's Tails on the left. The blue and white coming to mount a challenge. Without a Fight, Scope, Fox's Tails. Ilarab is still in there. Then Outbox, Ishada still with a bit to do as they head down towards the last furlong. Ilarab in the hands of Tom Marquand, a narrow leader. Scope will not give in on the inside, and Ilarab and Scope now go on to duel this out as they head to the last half furlong. Ilarab with Scope still fighting on the inside. Ilarab just in front of Scope as they come towards the line, and Ilarab has just taken the Al Rayyan Stakes to Scope, the returning Scope, a big run in second away from Without a Fight.
So we're starting to see a preferred racing pattern for Without a Fight, but unfortunately for us, trying to get a gauge on the quality of this opposition, Ilarab and Scope, the first 2 across the line, still have not raced since. Now we're off to York for the listed Grand Cup over 2,787 metres. He's in another small field, as is typical in struggling UK racing.
6 runners dispatched on their way. The Sky Bet Grand Cup, a race to the Ebor. The winner of this contest will get an automatic starting place in August's showpiece event. Racing then down the far side. Kamari taking Mandub along at this stage, leading by about a length or so. Yukon Glen close up on the inside, racing in third place. Matching strides with him is Without a Fight on the outside, who just moves forward now. Steady pace being set, and it looks like Without a Fight might just be forcing it in a moment or two. He joins in with Kamari. Racing in third is Mandub, Yukon Glen, John Leaper held on to, and One Smooth Operator held up as usual in the pale blue jacket at the back of the field. Making their way towards the 10 furlong marker over on the far side of the Naesmire here in this listed contest. Kamari and William Buick leading from on the outside Without a Fight. And Andrea Azzini, Yukon Glen, who is normally dropped out. He's sitting quite handy today, is the 9-year-old in the hands of Paul Morenon. He's just ahead of the favourite Mandub in the black with the yellow and green hoop cap. On the inside, One Smooth Operator, and now John Leaper has been relegated to last place as they've got a mile left to travel. About 5 lengths would cover the field here. It's been a fairly steady pace so far. Last year's Queen's Vase winner, Kamari, in front, trying to get that sparkle back. He leads in from Without a Fight in second place. Yukon Glen, the legend who's won between 1.25 miles and 2 miles, is racing in third. Mandub, the favourite, close up right behind him. One Smooth Operator on his turf debut today, and then John Leaper in the hands of Ryan Moore brings up the rear. Down the side of the course they go. They're approaching the final 5 furlongs of the contest here, beginning to make their way down towards the entrance to the home straight. Kamari still has it. Only a narrow advantage, however, Without a Fight within half a length of him. Yukon Glen has been travelling strongly behind them, being held together by Paul Morenon. Mandub on the outside, almost alongside him, and behind then John Leaper now being squeezed along together with One Smooth Operator as the pace begins to lift a bit here, approaching the final 3 furlongs. Kamari trying to make it just about every yard a winning one here. He leads narrowly, being challenged now by Without a Fight on the outside. Yukon Glen is under pressure, back in third place. On the outside, Mandub is not picked up yet. One Smooth Operator is trying to go by him. John Leaper's not yet out of last place, and Without a Fight now begins to master the long-time leader Kamari as they race up to the final furlong. And it's Andrea Azzini Without a Fight. Kamari on the inside, a length down in second place, but Without a Fight, there's no doubt about him getting the trip here okay, and he goes on to score, and score well. Without a Fight from the running on John Leaper in second. Yukon Glen battled for third, ahead of in fourth Kamari.
Took a little while to settle, but Without a Fight has seen that out best.
A comfortable win for Without a Fight, and yet again on the pace, albeit after initially looking to settle further back. For his next start, the 5-year-old returned to York a month later over the same distance at Group 3 level on good to firm ground.
Hustled away from the start by Franny Norton, and he will get the lead at the end of the first furlong. It's the John Smith's Silver Cap Group 3 race, run over 1.75 miles. Thunderous, having broken a step slowly, has now got the lead, goes on by 1.5 lengths to Without a Fight racing in second. And at the end of the first 1/4 mile, John Leaper is settled last of the trio. So they now hook up with the main course, going inside the final 1.5 miles. And Thunderous and Franny Norton have the lead now by 2 lengths to Without a Fight. Andrea Azzini racing in second, and 1.5 lengths away, Richard Kingscote aboard John Leaper, last of the trio. Going on now towards the final 1.25 miles, about to take the first dogleg turn midway down the back straight. Thunderous still has the lead. It's closed down now to 1.5 lengths by Without a Fight in second. So just closing up at the back of the field, John Leaper. Now he's racing only 1.5 lengths off Without a Fight as they now make the run on towards the final mile, and the leader continues to be Thunderous. Thunderous out in front to the winner of the Grand Cup here last time out, Without a Fight, and John Leaper still the back marker, representing trainer Ed Dunlop, who sent out the winner of this race in 2019 with Red Verd. Now racing through the halfway point, 7 furlongs to go, and it is still Thunderous who leads the way. To Without a Fight in second, John Leaper in third. The only change so far came at the end of the first furlong, as Thunderous, having dwelt, whipped round the outside of his 2 rivals to take the lead, and that's the lead he's held now for the last 3/4 of a mile. They're on the turn, 5 furlongs to go. Thunderous Franny Norton still lead. Andrea Azzini without a fight in second. Still last of 3. Richard Kingscote on John Leaper. About to make the turn into the home straight, which means now just over a half mile to go. Thunderous, winner of the 2020 Dante, still leads the way to Without a Fight, racing in second. Without a Fight bidding for a 7th career success, and now he gets to the throat latch of Thunderous, now applying pressure. 3 furlongs to go. Without a Fight travelling best of the trio. Thunderous trying to hang tough towards the inside rail. John Leaper down the outside. Without a Fight inside the final 2 furlongs. Now goes on by a length and a half. John Leaper moves into second. Thunderous on the inside rail is now third inside the final furlong. Without a Fight now clear by 2 lengths to John Leaper in second. Thunderous well held in third. Now they race inside the final 100 yards, and it is Without a Fight. A 2nd win this season at York for Without a Fight. Wins for Andrea Azzini. In second over the line came John Leaper. And
Well, it might be hard for some to get excited about a win in a 3-horse field, but in one good sign, his nearest rival John Leaper ran in the Ebor 6 weeks later and finished 3 lengths 4th. Without a Fight beat him at the same track and distance on the same good to firm ground by 3.5 lengths. Melbourne Cuppers, here's a tip. If you want to get a head start on the opposition for this year's Melbourne Cup, try my 2022 Melbourne Cup lead-up playlist. It starts with Knight's Order in the Sydney Cup, Point Nepean in the Andrew Ramsden, plus you can see all the foreign contenders in action. There's Deauville Legend, Huya Mao, Loft, Without a Fight, Camorra. Just find the Lew Dub's Personal Best homepage on YouTube, then select Playlists 2022 Melbourne Cup lead-up. Act now. And now for Without a Fight's last start before jetting off to Australia. This was 2.5 months after his win at York. Here he contests the listed Godolphin Stakes.
Dubai Godolphin Stakes. And through these opening stages, Global Storm with the red cap popped out in front briefly early on. Passion and Glory looks to try and join in. Candlefoot a little wider out in the red and green. Without a Fight, who made the running in the race last year, has just dropped in behind the early gallop today as they take the corner. Wando Montalban has got himself prominence against the running rail as Passion and Glory and Holly Doyle take the field along at the top of the home straight. About a length lead from Wando Montalban in second. The green and red there, Candlefoot in third under Tom Marquand, with Without a Fight back in 4th place. The yellow with the black spots there for Andrea Azzini. A little bit deeper then with the red cap is Global Storm. A horse who's looking for his 4th Newmarket win today. And tucked in at the back is Siscani. Horse who's turned out again quickly, having run at Newbury last weekend. West Cheek Pieces fought the first time today. They run towards the final 7 furlongs. That's Passion and Glory, who goes along in the lead. Sandown listed winner from a couple of runs ago. From Wando Montalban, having first start for George Bowie this afternoon. Towards the inside is Siscani in the all royal blue. Then Candlefoot, so impressive at Royal Ascot earlier on in the summer in the Duke of Edinburgh handicap. Then to the outside, Global Storm, 9th in the Ebor last time, and Without a Fight is just about the back marker now as they continue their journey up the home run inside the final 5. Passion and Glory out with the lead of a length or so. Green sleeves and cap of Wando Montalban. Pegged in towards the inside, Siscani. Candlefoot held together a bit wider out. And then a length and a half away to Without a Fight. Sharing out last with Global Storm, and they're running the way towards the final 3 furlongs shortly. Passion and Glory controlling the gallop. Candlefoot is poised in second position. Siscani with a rail skimming run, nudged along now in third. Without a Fight begins to try and make his effort now in the yellow silks. Improving wider out in the red cap is Global Storm as they make their way inside the final quarter mile. It's Passion and Glory joined by Siscani. Here comes Candlefoot now unleashed for his effort under Tom Marquand. Without a Fight is battling away in 4th as Siscani has now got to the lead. Siscani went on from Passion and Glory. Candlefoot is sticking on, then Without a Fight as they make their way inside the final 100 yards. It's Siscani in the cheek pieces for the first time will go on to win the Godolphin Stakes. Ziscani has taken it without a fight up for second. Then Passion and Glory, Candleford and Global.
Okay, so a dogged second. Considering he was carrying 62.5 kilograms, it wasn't a bad run and it was equal with his best ever race rating. In summary, this horse looks to be very competitive based on his win in the Silver Cup. But a major concern is if he finds it too hard to get a position on the pace, he is likely to over-race and his inability to accelerate will compound that problem. He's got a world-class jockey in William Buick, but without a fight, success will be decided in the first 2 furlongs. For if he gets swallowed up by that wall of horses early on, there will be no way out for him. Now, don't go away thinking this is the only foreign raider I've got content on. I've got content on all of them. Not quite as in-depth as this, but I've compiled playlists of all the foreign raiders. Hu Ya Mao, 5 of his 6 runs this year. Deauville Legend, 3 of his 5 runs this year without a fight. I've got 4 of his 6 runs this year, and Camorra, 3 of his 4 runs this year. To get to that content, get yourself to the Lew Dub's Personal Best homepage, then click on playlists and just choose whatever playlist you desire. Check the odds.
Be the Melbourne Cup. I are the first Tuesday in November. Is the race that stops the nation. I am Farley. I am Maccabee.
Joe Brandon, I agree. Where's your home?